So it's pretty funny that I'm uploading this at 9:44. Um, I'm gonna be honest. In order to reach your potential, you literally have to jump in with both feet. Because testing the water doesn't even get you close, or better yet, you won't see what you're actually meant to do or meant to be. That's like having a fence up and you're trying to see in the fence, see through, the fence. I don't know if that makes sense, but, as a kid, if somebody was having a party and you're looking through the fence, you don't actually see what's going on, you know, unless you was actually there. But I was scared, like, to do any type of videos, mainly because I get nervous. This is new for me, and I want to say for the past few years, I should have been doing it. And Shantia Deja, shout out to her and Quan Lene Green. Shantia said something yesterday that made me realize that you just gotta do what God says. You literally can't wait, because there's timing to everything. When He says move, move. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm still a little lackadaisical when it comes to Him telling me to do something. And I'm constantly working on myself. It's the reason why He tells us to do certain things when He tells us to do it. And we can't be delayed. Being delayed, even though you're still doing it, is still being disobedient. And I'm talking to myself. So, when God tells you to do something, do it when He tells you to do it. Because if you don't do it, it can go a couple of ways, a few ways. But, just be obedient to the Lord. And now that I think about it, I don't understand why I was so nervous. Maybe because, you don't want to look crazy. But at the end of the day, I really don't care how crazy I'm looking, because I'm doing what God asked me to do. And I'm going to continue to do what He asked me to do. Because I'm all in. I am prepared for the life that God wants me to live. And I don't want to miss out on the blessings. And they're on the way. Not just for me, but for everybody that has been seeking God and being obedient. It's funny, I don't know why this just came to my mind, but she had talked about Jonah in 2015. It definitely hit home. But 2015, I was going to what's that? I was doing medical assistant. I was doing medical assistant training, and I think it was like a month before I was going to graduate. And it was me and two other students, and we were talking to the advisor. We was in the classroom, but this wasn't like normal. And what's so funny, they used to call me Hawaii and preacher. I don't know how I got the name because I've never like prayed in front of them or anything, but maybe they saw something. But on this one particular day, the advisor, was talking to us, and the Lord was speaking through her in 2015. And she had the Lord, was speaking to the other two, and then it got to me. Well, at that time, I didn't want to hear it, but even though, I was still spending time with the Lord, I just didn't get that. I wasn't that deep. Basically, I was being religious, and she kept calling me Jonah. She kept calling me Jonah, and she said, well, the Lord was speaking through it. Why do I keep running? Why do I keep running? Stop running. And I'm at the point where I can't run anymore. I don't want to run anymore. I'm tired of running. And it was just so funny that Shantia was speaking about that yesterday. That you can't run from God. You can't outrun God. And then she was talking about a boat. About how you're in the same boat, but you're going in a new direction. Well, a couple of days, Sunday to be exact, I have a habit of just doodling, and I doodled a boat, and it was a person in the boat, and the storm was going on while the person was in the boat. And I said, well, I wrote over it, you can't outrun the storm, but you can have peace while you're in it. And and that was me. Like, I kept trying to follow God, and I really didn't understand Him. And I kept coming back to the same situation. I was going around the same mountain, and that's why I kept running, because of understanding. And knowing me, something has to actually be explained to me